Hi everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'll be showing you how I make this delicious jollof rice with lots of vegetables and turkey. Please subscribe to my channel and keep watching. So I'll start by cutting my turkey. I'll just cut the turkey and clean them up. So I'm going to divide some in 2 and some in 3. So I'm going to be cutting them and putting them in the bowl. I'll wash it with a little bit of salt. So I'm going to be washing it like 3-4 times. And I want to boil it and season it very well because the turkey stock, it's very useful for the jollof rice. So I'll put that in my pot. I'll put in some onions, some garlic, some chicken stock, onions powder, ginger powder, some thyme, some curry, 1 bay leaf, and my cubes, my seasoning cubes. So I'll stir that up, put in some water, and let it boil. So this is after 10 minutes. So it's soft enough the way I want it. I'll just fry that. So I'm just putting my oil in my pan. I'll put in some onions and fry those turkeys. So I cooked it like to 80% because the frying, it's another way of cooking it because we don't want it to be too soft. So I'm just flipping that over to the other side and packing that out when it's ready. So put in the second one. So my turkey is all done. I just put that in a tray. Then I prepare my tomato sauce and pepper that I will use for my jollof rice. So I'm just putting in bell peppers, tomatoes, and onions. So I'll blend that because I want it really smooth. I already have my pot on the stove. So I'm going to be using the oil that I used to fry the turkey. Why waste oil if we have this? So I'll be putting in some onions and my tomato paste. So I'm going to be frying that for a few minutes. We want to fry that until it's dried enough. Then I have this, my roasted tomatoes and garlic. It has a very good flavor for the jollof rice. I've used it before and I loved it and it was really good. So I'm just going to put that in. So I want to fry them both until they are dry enough. So I'm going to be using my parboiled rice. I'm using this old parboiled rice because I'm doing 2 portions of the rice. I think this video is going to have a part 2 because I made the first jollof rice with lots of vegetables and this without habanero pepper or pepper, like without any form of spicy like pepper. Then the next one I did was with habanero, like really spicy. So I'm just washing my rice with hot water, cover that up. Then my canned tomatoes has fried enough. So I'm just putting in my blended pepper and I'll allow that cook. Put in a little bit of salt. curry, thyme, bay leaves, and my green seasoning. So here I also have my roasted garlic and ginger pepper spice. So I'll put in some Maggi cube. I'll stir that up. Give that a good stir. Cover it and let it cook. So right here on the other side, I'm sieving my turkey stock. So I have my turkey stock and I also have my chicken stock mixed together because I'm going to be separating the pepper because I'm doing 2 portions of rice. So while this is cooked enough, I'm just going to be scooping some out that I'm going to put in the rice later on. So I'm just taking that out. Then I put in my turkey and my chicken stock. So I boiled the chicken and the turkey separately, and I thought, okay, why don't I do one prepare one pepper paste, like one of these, then separate it and do the other rice and put in some habanero pepper in that, while this I'm not putting any. So that's the reason I just scooped some out for the other portion of rice. So I shared that rice in half and I put half in this one. So I'm just going to be stirring, giving that a good stir. I'll stir that up. Let it boil for a few minutes. Cover up. And this was after a few minutes. When it's getting dried, I stir that again and cover with a foil paper and put my heat on low heat because jollof rice doesn't need too much heat when it's getting cooked. It just needs to cook slowly. So I put in some of those pepper that I took out initially and give that a good stir and cover with my foil paper. I'm just going to be sealing that tightly. Cover up, put my heat on low heat and let it cook. So this was after 15 minutes. You can see our rice is all ready. I'm going to stir that again. The aroma was everywhere and it's tainted and tasted so good. So I'm going to be stirring that and putting in my vegetables. So here I have onions, chopped carrots, bell peppers, my green, yellow and orange bell pepper, and I have my sweet corn, I have my green pea. And guys, my rice is ready. Will you be trying this? It tasted so good. Thank you guys for watching and please subscribe.